Hello, and welcome back for another LLAS card breakdown. We're looking at the Happy Sweet Easter set from the story event, Expressing Our Feelings. The boosted rate is available until April 29 afternoon. Basic info, my thoughts on the cards, and then the verdict. Careless Chika-chan almost dropped her eggs, but her variant of the costume is as happy as I can see. As the Smile Voltage card, her base stats will start off at 8,078 appeal, 3,762 stamina, and 6,956 technique with 20.86% critical rate. Her 5th limit base stats will end up at 14,472 appeal, 6,732 stamina, and 12,453 technique with 37.35% critical rate. Chika's skill is Voltage Gain Buffer, increasing voltage gain by 7 to 8.2% for 5 nodes, affecting her strategy at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting Smile cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%. Her active ability is Voltage Gain, gaining voltage by 10.5% of her appeal on appeal chance success. It looks like we are blessed with a second-year Smile Voltage scorer that can compete with other regular URs. You know that I'm a bit burned out from seeing first years getting Smile Voltage card. Now this is Chika's second Smile Voltage UR because she already has Leo Starbright card from the Invitation to Another Place event, cursing the fact that she has a skill set of a defensive SP backliner. What's different from her Leo Starbright card is that she now apparently works as a voltage frontliner. She is useful in both advanced and expert songs. The voltage gain buffer is close enough to reaching the voltage cap for advanced or overclocking voltage taps for expert. Passive is for Smile cards, you know the drill if you have other Smile cards. Her voltage gain is where you will need the passive heal chances, but it utilizes her strongest stat. If you have high bond boards for her or have other second year Smile frontliners, you can go get her to improve your team's voltage potential. This is what she looks like in costume preview, and as bright as our orange girl goes, Chika is actually choosing the almost goody pattern of the bunny costume. Now granted, there are two other variants that we're gonna see from soon, but other than that, Chika's hairstyle is pretty cute. Gives out the elegant looking Broadway style, but I wish I could give some more adjectives. But anyway, I do like the design. She has a I guess fake skirt on her right side. As well, there's a ribbon that has a bunny on it, which is cool. I mean, granted, we're gonna see two other costumes that have different variants, but I think this Chika is the happiest of them all. My first mistake on seeing her unidolized illustration is what food she is eating. It was an Easter egg colored onigiri. Tell her to watch her calories. Being an active SP card, her base stats will start off at 6,956 appeal, 4,132 stamina, and 7,708 technique with 38.12% critical rate. Her 5th limit base stats will end up at 12,453 appeal, 7,405 stamina, and 13,799 technique with 56.39% critical rate. Hanayo's skill is SP Gauge Gain Buffer, increasing SP Gauge fill rate by 28 to 32%, affecting her strategy for 5 nodes at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting her strategy by increasing base appeal by 5 to 7%. Her active ability is SP Fill, filling SP Gauge by 1% of her technique on appeal chance start. Note on the skill name. I'm Hanayo the Bunny! Oh no, Ayamu! Hanayo stepping up on your SP Gauge Gain Buffer competition. Even if she were, Hanayo is good for critical scoring, but not too strong for expert and challenge. I can give it props for having the same strategy, making a sideline for other SP fillers. Full of Ransam's Tropical Squash Kotori is going to love her skill. Her active ability is somewhat useful for songs with early appeal chances that encourages to use SP voltage. I can say it is a decent SP fill supporter with her being locked on to her strategy, makes her a good sideline card. Her critical score should be enough to gain voltage at a higher rate. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, unlike Chika's variant, Hanayo is going for a sleeveless approach this time. The top almost looks like that she's wearing it's like an apron part of the costume. She also has the same hat as Chika uses. She also has a different perm hairstyle, but what I didn't see from Chika's variant is the flowers around on the right side of her hair. Pretty cute. And a very cute sling bag, actually, circular. Now there is no ribbon. Of course, we get this normal apron ribbon, skirt around it, leggings. I guess this is a flowerful bunny, I suppose. The scouting SR for this banner is Rainbow Waltz Lanzhu. Being an elegant SP card, her base limit stats will start off at 4,595 appeal, 2,422 stamina, and 5,084 technique with 30.25% critical rate. Her fifth limit stats will end up at 7,827 appeal, 4,120 stamina, and 8,652 technique with 40.95% critical rate. Lanzhu's skill is SP gauge buffer. At skill, she buffs SP gauge fill rate by 3.6% to 4.8%, affecting Nijigasaki cards for 5 nodes. As active ability, she buffs SP gauge fill rate by 9%, affecting Nijigasaki cards for 30 nodes on the first strategy switch. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting Nijigasaki cards by increasing base technique by 3 to 5%. It's no experiment for Mindnet Games. You decide to buff up school-based passives from here on out. However, it starts with F-Star cards, so we might get an ultra-rare card with an increased rate. As for Lanzhu, she is an all-around SP gauge buffer with a focus on griddle scoring. An okay support card, this is another logic card that can help out other cards and not just benefit herself. This time, Nijigasaki cards will begin to feel an incremental power from her. The event UR for this set is Shizuku, and she's here to be the bunny girl in the basket. As an active guard card, her base stats will start off at 3,830 appeal, 7,501 stamina, and 4,628 technique with 13.88% critical rate. Her fifth limit base stats will end up at 6,854 appeal, 13,423 stamina, and 8,282 technique with 24.84% critical rate. Shizuku's skill is Stamina Damage Reducer, reducing stamina damage by 14 to 26% for 5 nodes at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Stamina Plus, affecting active cards by increasing base stamina by 4 to 5.2%. Her active ability is Healing, restoring stamina by 7.5% of her stamina on appeal chance start. Shizuku is not meant for scoring, but her stamina stat is pretty good for an event UR. Her skill is useful for active expert and challenge songs to a certain degree with a medium range or effective damage reducer. For her passive, if you have not noticed from the previous event, Cherry Blossom Girl of the Night Riko has 3 to 4.2% passive rate. Shizuku, however, has a passive rate of 4 to 5.2%, so she now has the equal number to other scouting URs with the same rate, despite being an event UR. However, it starts with F-Star cards, so we might get an ultra-rare card with an increased rate. Yeah, just a mere minute after I said it, here it is. Mindnet is starting to power creep by a small degree on the event card's side. Her active ability is a fair one, however, she can heal on appeal chat start, which can heal a small chunk. Overall, Shizuku is a good stamina damage reducer for active songs with moderate damage. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, Shizuku this time is going for a short sleeve approach, and hey, shoulder cuts! Anyway, her dress this time, same as Hanayo, but Shizuku has the cutest ponytail hairstyle ever. She does have flowers on both sides, and she, unlike the other two, Chika and Hanayo, Shizuku opts for gradient hair this time, and all three variants have the same hat. She does have detachable wrist cuffs, which is a cute addition. Flowers on the skirt, as well as the apron texture. Leggings, I wish I could see it, but I think it will be beautiful for those who will be getting this card. But overall, I think this Shizuku is the bunny girl of the event. The first event SR is Rainbow Waltz Rina. Being a pure SP card, her base limit stats will start off at 3,910 appeal, 1,955 stamina, and 4,435 technique with 28.30% critical rate. Her fifth limit base stats will end up at 6,664 appeal, 3,332 stamina, and 7,541 technique with 37.62% critical rate. Rina's skill and active ability is SP Fill. As skill, she fills SP gauge by 5 to 7%. As active ability, she fills SP by 3% of her technique on appeal chance success. Her passive ability is Technique Plus, affecting herself by increasing base technique by 5 to 7%. New players can get a free SP filler if you participate in the event. Rina is a decent all-round SP filler with most of her stats dedicated to technique, making a fair critical scorer. If you have a few musical brooches laying around your inventory, they can make it a good card on pure intermediate stage as long as she can back up with a voltage scorer to balance out her strategies to scoring potential. A song for you is Mew's next SR set. Umi is taking the lead. As an active voltage card, her base limit stats will start off at 4,507 appeal, 2,407 stamina, and 3,564 technique with 10.69% critical rate. Her 5th limit base stats will end up at 7,674 appeal, for 4,104 stamina, and 6,069 technique with 18.20% critical rate. Umi's skill and active ability is Appeal Buffer. As skill, she increases effective appeal by 5.2% to 6.44%, affecting active cards for 3 notes. As active ability, she increases effective appeal by 7.2%, affecting active cards for 3 notes on appeal chance start. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting active cards by increasing base appeal by 2 to 3.2%. Umi is an all-around appeal supporter for active cards. An average player would just take her limit increases and go. New players can just use her to buff up scoring for active cards. That's all for this card. Now regarding the next SR set, I do love that we are getting Mew's A Song for You, single costumes as the next SR set. This could be a possibility for the song to be playable with 3D music video. At the moment, the song is available as 2D only in challenge difficulty. So I think Bushiroad is managing Minet's workflow and distribution of songs, and which ones to develop the 3D music video first and release in 2D only first. Although I did not like the fact that Just Believe People version is released as 2D only this month when they advertise it back in Nijigasaki 4th Life LLL, showcasing the 3D music video version in the announcement segment. They should be transparent on the upcoming announcements next time, but getting this costume set means we are likely going to get the 3D music video version in the future. This set is Minet's first and noticeable step on their approach to power creep newer cards, particularly on the event cards. With Shizuku and Umi becoming the foreshadow cards to look at, I think what they are doing at the moment is to buff up passives to event cards to balance out paying and free-to-play players. This can support new players to try out the event cards for a while until they have star gems to scout for a stronger SR or UR replacement. Chika wins the scouting banner by having solid scoring stats and skill stats, although her skill is better at expert and challenge songs. Hanayo is a decent critical scorer, and her SP gauge fill rate buffer is not worthy to use for a sideline card. Shizuku is a great damage reducer for players participating in this event. This will help on songs that surprises you with a sudden stamina drop. Veterans may not use her in the long term considering there are other active options. For the SRs, all of them are just all-round skill and active ability users. I cannot find a clear winner, but I can say it would be Umi and Lanzhu because they have the new rates for their passives, while Rina is stuck with the initial rate on herself. That's all for this video. Give it a like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. I stream games 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube or Twitch at 21PHT. My socials are in the video description below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! See you soon!